Okay, let's take a look at problem number 1. This is a mix of triangles. There's one triangle right here. It says the whole thing's a parallelogram, but I'm going to break it up into a triangle and then another triangle here. So I'll find the area of multiple triangles, and then I'll also find the area of, it looks like a square, but I'm going to call it a rectangle right now. So I'll do all of that first, and then we'll see about, actually, these ones here. This is just a triangle. This you could consider the base, and this is the height, if you kind of like flip it around this way. Or you could consider this the base, and that the height. Either way, it doesn't matter. It'll plug into the formula just the same. And then on this one, I would say this is the base, and then this distance is the height. So that's what you'd have to find for that distance there. So find kg, I think it is, kc, kg, whatever that is, and then aw, and that's what you would use for the base and the height. But that's beside the point. Let's look at this. It looks like, since this is a parallelogram, I think these areas would be the same. They would have to be. So maybe we don't have to find that area, really. All right, so the first thing that I want to find is the area of this triangle right here. So I'm going to need yz, and I'll just mark out or write down those coordinates right now. Negative 11, comma 6. That is for y. And then z, that'll be negative 5, comma 1. Negative 5, comma 1. So I need to find that distance, and then I need to find this distance as well. So let's just take a look at this first. A little bit of shorthand, I think I'm going to do on this. Maybe not. I'll just write it all down and then do it in the calculator. So first, x2 minus x1, so negative 5 minus negative 11 squared, plus y2 minus y1, 1 minus 6 squared. And then I'll show you the work for that. So plus, plus. So that means I get, write that, 11 minus 5, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 6 squared plus negative 5 squared, all square rooted. So 36 plus 25, and then square root. So 36 plus 25, what is that? 50, 61? Is that 5? That's 1, carry it. 4, 5, 61. And then square root 61. So that would be 61 square root around 7.810. Yeah, we're just going to leave it like that. So we got that part. Great. Now I need ZO. So ZO. I already have the coordinates for Z. Then I need the coordinates for O, which is 0, 7. So O is 0, 7. And then I'll find the distance for that. Should be pretty simple. So 0 minus negative 5 squared plus 7 minus 1 squared, square root. This would be 25 plus 36. 7 minus 1 is 6. Squared is 36. So it's the same thing, right? 25 and 36, that's what we had here. So 7.810. All right, now I can find the area of that, which means I'll also have the area of this, because those will have to be the same because this is a parallelogram. So the last thing I need to do is find out, well, I already have this. I need this side length. So what about ZK? Maybe I'll do that up here. ZK. So z, -5, comma 1. What's k? 1, comma -4. 1, comma -4. And once again, I'll use the distance formula. So what do I have? 1 minus -5 plus squared. We're going to square root everything. And then -4 minus 1 squared. What is that? So 1, okay, this is 6, so 36, right? 6 squared is 36. And then this would be -5. This would also end up being 25. So it's the same exact thing all the way around. So I have this side length, which is the same as this side length, which is the same as that side length. Now I'm ready to actually get the areas. It's taking a little bit, but these ones will be really simple, really easy. So that's why I'm doing this one for you. Let's see, 1/2, if I use area equals 1/2 times base times height, and I'm trying to get this triangle, I'll multiply it eventually by 2. So this would be, I guess, 7.810. If we didn't round, we would get perfect numbers here. Maybe I'll show you that in the calculator, but we have that times the height, and then times 1/2 there. So that would be the area of this. Then I'm going to multiply by 2. Actually, I'm not going to round. So we had 61 square root. So we had this without rounding. I would do this times itself, so I can actually just square it, which takes it back to 61. If you rounded, you'll get something very close to that, but not exactly. And then divide by 2. So 30.5, that's the area for this. But that's going to be the same, sorry, that's the area for this. That's going to be the same as the area for this. So I'm going to take that number and multiply that by 2. So the two triangles, those two triangles added together are going to equal 61. And then once again, I had this length. It was the same. It was 7. So now I'm finding the area of that square there. And that was going to be the 7.810, which was, again, the square root of 61. That. And it's just length times width. So this times itself, since those are the same. Those distances are the same. So square that, and we get 61. So we have these two triangles, which add up to 61, plus this rectangle, which is actually a square, which is also 61. Add those together, so plus 61 equals 122 units squared. That will be the answer on number 1. Sheesh, that was long. All right. For number 2, you're just finding this. I think on the quiz, you're just going to select the answer that it's closest to. If you round, you should get really close. I'm not going to make it like super tricky for the multiple choice, but this, I would say maybe this is the base, this is the height, find that, and then here, base and height for that triangle. And that's all you're doing. All right, good luck.